Welcome back to another Ultimate How to Be a Pro in Strife Battlefield guide series. In this video, we're going to be going through a real game, actual points, real team. This is the team that I kind of go in with just brain dead, just go in. This is what top players are using. And this is what I use, and for very good reason. Now, I don't expect you guys to copy this because it is kind of hard to get and very hard to achieve. You need a lot of stuff. Okay, you need Max Sacramentum, you need Marina, you need. I'm using freaking Patros with his unique legacy, Isaac with their unique, and a freaking Niath with her. This is not normal to achieve for regular Joe Schmo. Okay. I just kind of wanted to go in with a real comp in a real live environment and see how I fare, and kind of showing you guys and regurgitate all the info that I have thus far kind of dished out to you guys, right? In my last video, we talked about the previous video before that, we did the team forming, talk about the meta, and then I kind of showed you the early game building and kind of generally how to build that male comp. And the Ian build is very, very similar, and then you can apply that. And then this is the ARAMIS comp, right? And just to kind of talk about a little bit, obviously you can do a variation of this, but typically you're running Bloodstained Sword, as you can see, Fear, Ancient Staff because it's spell power, and then your staple 15 10 5, right, for your altars. You're running ARAMIS. Like I said, I talked about in my previous video, I talked about some of the variations you can do double full spell power columns, you can do one full speed column, you can do one hybrid attack speed spell power column. It's up to you, to be honest. It depends on how your comp kind of flushes out, that one is better than the other. I've been kind of switching it up just to kind of spice it up a little bit, because playing one thing over and over again is not that exciting over time. But you can say it on right here. I have Sacramentum. I'm using Awakening 1. The reason why I'm doing Awakening 1, okay, and the reason why is because, do you remember, well, if you guys aren't following the series, the guide series, well, we do 5 mage. Do you remember why? You remember why, guys? It's to ensure that, or to serve as a backup to ensure that our units are insta-casting, right? Because we can get either of the 2 altar strats to proc 10 altar of mage, all right? Now, that is the backup if we can't get Sacred Blessing, right? And we're going to be striving for Sacred Blessing. And the 2 East units are Taeson and Seirang. So we're going to be striving for Sacred Blessing, right? So we're going to be striving for that. But the other backup plan, okay, the other cushion is Seirang Awakening 1, which gives mana, it's a battery unit, to the link target. Okay, boys? So that is the backup, right? And this is not your normal comp. I kind of play it a little differently than a lot of people. A lot of people have been kind of catching on to this variation. So, you kind of see it a little more around these days. But Taeson is for AoE CC, right? And plus the Mur for delay on the units. So I can delay the enemy units, the front line, as much as possible. Patros is giving increased spell power with mighty blocks and all that, and mana, of course. Isaac is for spell defense shred and some stuns in there. Niath is for everything else. I have a covenant set on her, and she gives any of the RNG effects, and then get final. There's some damage buffing and things like that. So it is the topping, right? It's the bow, right? It kind of knots it together. So buffer essentially, enabler, I guess. Buffer, the frontline CC, carry, and there's a buffer, okay? To just buff ARAMIS at the wazoo. That is the name of the game. Now, you'll see some variations on this comp, but this is probably, in my opinion, I might be biased, this might be the best variation that I've kind of come up with myself, but obviously some people have been kind of catching on. So we're going to be running this variation, and we're going to be going to it. So I'm ranked 60 right now. The ladder moves fast, boys. The ladder moves fast. So we're going to be doing it. Let's queue in. Real game, boys. Real game. We're getting sweaty. And after this one, after we do the real game, we're going to do a strat tier list. That's gonna be fun. And also an extra tidbit, the hero adjustment for like I've been telling you guys, ARAMIS, Mel, and Ian are meta comps The hero stat adjustment, because of the meta, the Mighty Block meta, it doesn't make much of a difference. It literally does not make much of a difference, boys. And AWESOMEPIECE is very much aware that ARAMIS, Mel, and Ian are meta in Strife Battlefield in particular. That there is no way you're ever going to see a 30% damage bonus on Mel, right? Like the power levels of the trifecta, the main three, are never going to be like so in balance amongst each other that like, oh, like Mel is going to be better than ARAMIS. Like they're always going to be level-headed, in my opinion. I do see ARAMIS getting like nerfed again. Maybe at least in Strife Battlefield, like a damage reduction, right? I do see that happening. But more oftentimes than not, these hero stat adjustments is negligible. Actually negligible. Right? So yeah. I mean, the only time this really gets considered is if like, for example, let's say Kathy has a 25% damage bonus with, great buffs, right? For Strife Battlefield, but you're never going to see her. However, these kind of stay, right? The only time this kind of gets considered is if Kathy's legacy gets released that makes Kathy super OP. On top of that, she has a 25% damage bonus and gets damage reduction. All of a sudden, stat adjustments matter, right? You know what I'm saying? Are you guys getting me? So this is a real game. So we're going to do the same stuff. So I see 2 goblins. I'm going to talk through some of this. I might not be able to talk through all of it, but we're going to aim for 3 East heroes. And then I'm locking, and whenever I see Econ Bro, the first for five rounds, I'm locking it in, bro. Okay. So you see this guy checked, right? You guys see this guy? So we know this is a human. And I don't think I've ever talked about this. I forgot to talk about it. So usually in high elo, it's usually 2 humans, 2 bots, typically. So there's very rare times that you get 3 humans. Rare. Very rare. So we know bottom guy is human. Okay, bro. I'm not combining this because I'm waiting. Like, this is my 3rd East hero because I need Taesan or Seirang, right? I'm holding this on my bench, right? Until this round in case I don't ever, whatever. So we know this guy is human, so we can actually spectate his team. He's running the double spell power variant. Cool. This is Saras, which is a bot, most likely. This is a Kanak team, which is a bot. So 2 humans, 2 bots. Okay, boys. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? And I'm doubling up the wazoo, so that's lucky. I'm gonna refresh. I have to buy something here. Boom, got lucky. Okay, so I don't have a Taesan. So next round, I can just put this here and then click it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? Because I need 3 East heroes on the field, right? Because I'm trying to get Sacred. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing this. Put this. I'm going to combine this. Combine it. And then I'm going to buy what I can. And then I'm going to proc the strat. Sacred. Boom. Got Sacred. I'm going to sell the tier 4. Now I'm going to try to get a tier, whatever, ARAMIS. Okay. Sometimes you don't get lucky. I got lucky. Got lucky, boys. Got lucky. There it is. Sacred tier 6 or tier 5 ARAMIS. And then I'm hoping for a metal here. Metal. No metal. I'm going to get the attack speed. You want bows and staffs. Okay. Bows and staffs. And then now I'm just going to expand. But I'm going to keep... I'm going to keep only ARAMIS here because I'm trying to... get a... medal next round. Medal, yes, 1 medal at least. So tier 6 ARAMIS, and then now we just put stuff on the board. Now, what I usually do for this comp. Okay, so I already have Sacred Blessing, so I'm not like sweating too much. I don't have a Seirang, but let's see if I can do this. Okay. I usually just throw I usually throw all of my shields or whatever, the armors on Patros. Now at this point, I'll either go, I have a cookie cutter formation that I usually do. Now if I get econ, I will get greedy and do a higher form, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, boys. If that makes sense. So if I have any econ strats, like Goblin Lord or what have you, like focus defense and things like that, I will typically go for a higher formation type of layout, okay? But since I don't have anything, or if I don't want to turn my brain on, I just want to turn brain off, the setup that I usually use is a formation 9. And I guess I'll display that one because I don't want to think. I don't want to think right now. So formation 9, and you just literally just spam econ. Literally, actually just spam econ. So I guess I'll just show that. I'll show that. So this is ARAMIS Myrna, boys. ARAMIS Myrna. So I'm gonna do this. Cool. Just to get the strat. Sure. That's, I mean, it rides itself, bro. You know? I can show you the standard layout once we get the nine formation. Right? Oh, you can't see the formation count. Hold on, my shoulder armor is missing it. It's 8 out of 8 right now. Okay, boys. Depending on what the enemy sends you this round, you can pass it. Depends on what the enemy sends you. Okay. And if the Mara gets locked down now, see. So this guy actually passed it. Okay, this guy is running the same OP crap I'm running. All right, boys, same stuff. Focus. Okay, I got focus on defense. So we're gonna go greedy. We're gonna freaking go greedy. All right. Man, I gotta click. I gotta freaking click. Great. So this is an interesting example because I'm gonna be going for a non-conventional type. So to show you what I usually run, well, I don't have a taste on yet, but until I get a taste on, I can show you. So if I didn't have econ, and I'm not going for a high formation layout, I will stick with a standard 9 formation. And I'll show you that in a second. And I promise you guys, this build guarantees you rank 1 or rank 2. Or top, like, finishing rank 1 or rank 2, boys. Promise you. So just to show you, this is the layout I usually run. Just to show you. Okay. This layout is what I usually run. Okay, this one, in case because if you didn't have Sacred Blessing, this will proc your Petros. This one will proc your ARAMIS and give you all the good stuff. And this layout will protect you against pool guys, and then you have the 3 and all that. So, but since I'm greedy, since we got Econ, we can actually build out and spam units on the board. Okay, so we're gonna go for the unconventional, you know, Econ layout. And usually what I do is kind of make this symmetrical, and you can put a bunch of ARAMISes. That's how I build it. Okay. Like I literally just build a bunch of ARAMIS, put some more Nyats in there, put a entire front line of Taysons. You don't really have to have an entire line of Taysons, to be honest with you. But I like to do it. So let's do this. That, I'll hold that. So usually I'm holding items because I'm seeing the affixes, right? That's it. And the human bot thing I was telling you about, the reason why I know is because I can look at their comp and kind of tell. But the other way to know is that, you know how you see your formation number? Can you see it? Hold on. My shoulder arbor, bro, is 12 out of 12. Okay. And then if I go to this guy, you can see it's, hold on. You can't see it right now. This is a bot, so they don't pick, right? They just kind of default or whatever. So if I go to this other player, hold up. Let me do this real quick. Boom, sure. Okay, so if I go to this Daniel player who has this, as a reminder, this isn't indicative of their actual layout, right? As a reminder, this is formation 6, but anyway, they don't really have formation 6. So now it updated to 10, right? So it's 6 out of 10. So that's a human because it's not going over their capacity. Now, if you go over a bot, you see that, I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, there it is. 6 out of 4. You can't have 6 out of 4. It's impossible. If you go to the other guy, 8 out of 4, right? You can see 8 out of 4. Yeah, there you go. So 8 out of 4. You know they're a bot because the formation tells you, right? So that is one way to know that if they are a bot or not. The other way to know if they're a bot is when the battle phase starts, you will see the check marks by the names, right? And everyone who has a check mark, it will flash by really quick, but anyone who has a check mark, that means they're human, okay? So yeah, so we are in a 2 human, 2 bot game, which is standard in high elo. So there it is. The more you know. The more you know. The more you know. We just have a bunch of Taysons, you know what I'm saying? So I have it checked right here because this other human hasn't readied yet, right? So boom, he got tier 7. Then he checked, so now the round starts. We don't have to wait for bots to check ready because they're just bots. They're just waiting for us. And if you can kind of guess, since high elo games are typically 2 human, 2 bots, the bots 9 times out of 10 will die first, and then the other 2 players are fighting against first and second place. So it is less likely for you to lose points anytime you play. Typically, okay, I say typically. There are some cases where you just you play against like a three player lobby and you just get RNG'd, you know? Happens sometimes. Sometimes that happens. And you lose points. But as you can see, like, most of the time it's 2 bots, 2 humans. And first and second place get points. You're always getting points. And if you end up tying, like the worst case that I've gone, I don't remember the last time I actually lost points. The worst case scenario is you tie for second place. That's happened before. I've had it, yeah, like tying for second place is the most common. And when you tie for second place, you typically get no points. Like if it's 3 players, if it's 3 human players, first player is obviously the last standing survivor, so they win. And then the player 2, player 3, they tie for second. If those 2 players tie for second, you get 0 points. And that is like worst case. So as long as you are playing the game, you are getting points. So that feeds into the whole idea that as long as you put in the time, like, it's GG, you know, it's you know what I'm saying? So really not much to it, honestly. Honestly, not much to it, boys. Not much. So this guy, I'm gonna put 1 there because I kind of want this guy to, you know what? I'm gonna put another one. I'm gonna put another one. Okay, I slipped it in there. So if that guy is 100% gonna die, I'd be very surprised if he's not dead. I have to do something about it because I'm on the back foot and I want to. I'm still striving for first place, okay? But I know I'm battling this guy. He's running ARAMIS comp 2, so, and I am on the back foot because he has 1 round on me, right? So, and if you are wondering why sometimes it takes so long for them to register whether they won or lost, if you see on your side that you survived the round, but they haven't registered it yet, that means usually that they have a slower device. Device diff. What can I say? Device diff. So crit, I'll give it to you. Attack speed, I'll give it to you. I'll just give that to you. And then now I'm gonna save. Since I know I'm facing it's an ARAMIS, I'm kind of saving all my stuff that I know ARAMIS players are prone to. That makes sense? So these spell leap guys actually causes ARAMIS a lot of trouble. And the Blood Prince Imperio is really good against pretty much anybody, but ARAMIS in particular as well is really it's effective. It's not like a guaranteed win, but it is a very effective. So I'm gonna look to stack some annoying stuff, and I'm gonna see if I can get this guy to lose a round. So I'm trying to, like, right now I know that he has a round above me, right? Like he survived an extra round and I'm on the back foot. I'm gonna try to stabilize that and make sure that we are both on the same cadence, if that makes sense. So, and that's I don't remember if a bot was targeting him that round or not. I honestly don't remember. So Mage Altar, this unit is really good against whatchamacallit, ARAMIS comps. So usually when I have econ, I usually just get greedy, get max 28 formation. 28 is the max, by the way, because that's how many squares is on the board. I usually get max formation and just like put a bunch of ARAMIS back here. And then I put another Neath here, another Neath here, ARAMIS, and then I keep the three. Sometimes I switch, usually I switch this out with an ARAMIS too. So a bunch of ARAMIS, 2 more Neaths, and that's pretty much it. And then, I just kind of rock it. Try to get tier 7 ARAMIS, right? Main carry. Done. Freaking done. Trying to get greedy, So these bots are clearly going to die really quick, right? So eventually these bots are going to die and it's only me and him. So that means that every round, whatever that we have, we send it to each other, right? Which is what I'm striving for. So let's see. Okay, I'm just looking for stuff. I'm gonna save this, save that. Expand. Gonna hash out my okay. I'm just gonna clear my inventory and just like do this or something. Like I said, I only do this if I have econ, okay, boys? Like if I have an econ strat. If I didn't have an econ strat, I would have just kept it at 9 formation and just rolled, right? I would have done it. But in the long run, this actually helps out because of the boss round. So Odin round around 4, right? It helps with those units. It helps with the Wraith units because of the fear and things like that. So more units equal better in those rounds. So it's less risky. So it's beneficial to do this unless you're lazy. I've done it. I've been lazy before as well. So I'm not gonna look. Okay, so I'm on. Yeah. So 3, 4. Yeah. So I'm on heat 211, 201, 211. Right. Attack speed guard. I'm gonna give you this. I'm just gonna give you this. Okay. Let's see. Make sure whenever I do focus on defense, if I'm doing this strat, I make sure at least I expand once every round. I can survive this, I think. Well, nope, he put another. We'll see. Oh man, he sent some bosses. He's targeting. He's targeting, man. I don't know if I can pass this. Wait. No, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Hold up. I need to clear the front line first. Okay, it's possible. Okay, I can clear it. I think. Well, not with 2 bosses. No, I don't think I can do it. Oh god. Well, no, I can't. It's too much health. Because he put 2 bosses out. That's unfortunate, bro. If he didn't put the Eastern boss with it, I would have lived. 100%. I would have lived. There's too much health. Too much health. He's definitely targeting, bro. He's definitely targeting. Unfortunate. Unfreaking fortunate. So I'm targeting him now, so I'm gonna make sure that he's dead. So I'm gonna do this. It should be enough. Frozen should be enough. this because I have too many. This. Yay. He should be able to, I think he should be dead. No, he's not dead. No, double column spell power better confirmed. Let's see if I can hold up. Hold on. There is no way he's gonna survive this. With 300? No. I'm saving it. I'm gonna be greedy and save this. I'm gonna be greedy and save it. He also has a tier 7 ARAMIS. I only have tier 6. That's like partly my fault. Partly my fault. But as you can see, I'm guaranteed second place, boys. I'm getting points. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm guaranteed points. Kind of got a little unlucky, you know what I'm saying? Is he gonna die? Please tell me you're dead. Please tell me you're dead. And it doesn't matter if I spectate him or not because it's desync, right? It's sync. With 300 heat, you should be dead. He lived? No freaking way, bro. I don't believe it. I don't freaking believe it, bro. Now, that is the power of double spell power. That is the power. That is the power of double spell power. Ah, dang it. You know? It is what it is sometimes. The power of double spell power. Dang. Yeah, I'm aiming for a second, man. At this point, I'm conceding. Unless I get super lucky, but I doubt it because it's double units on the board. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. Now, the saving grace is that he is at 447 heat. So when he loses, he's still at high heat. So that is the saving grace. So I can try to do a cheeky kill here for the next round. I don't think I can survive this. This is really hard to survive. Like really hard. But he didn't do freezing totem on me. But there's a lot of units. Yeah, I'm dead. I can't kill it fast enough. Unless my mighty block. Mighty blocks? No, too many units. Too many. Yeah, I died. Yeah, because of the freeze. That's awful. That's awful, bro. Okay. Let's see if I can. Let's see if we can do something. Let me see if I can do something. Hold up, boys. Hold up. Hold on. Oh, he's running void. Ah. Trying to get a cheeky kill on this guy. Hold up. Wait, how much heat is he at? Same heat as me? Usually this round is very easy for ARAMIS. Usually. So he put double Imperial, of course. I can pass this no problem. So if I can pass this no problem, he can pass it no problem. The joy. Yeah. So now I'm on a back foot, right? He has one life ahead of me, bro. He double impeded me. Wait, can no problem? Hold up. I might have lied. Can I pass this? No problem. It's double Imperial. It's a lot of health. Hold up. 0%. So he doesn't heal. It's a lot of health. It's a lot of health. Hold on. It's getting me close. It's getting me close. Okay. What strat does he have? Swiftness. Okay, this I'm dead. I'm freaking dead, bro. I'm toast. I'm freaking toast. It's GG, bro. And he has monster summon. Oh my god. Oh, the dream. The dream. I don't know if I can. Hold up. Hold on. Oh, well, that I did not want, because then, oh, crap. We have a situation, boys. We have a situation, boys. I don't think I can rectify it. I'm aiming for second place anyways. So, the highest, Seirang is gonna get the Devil's Blood. That is not ideal. And he doubled Imperial me again? Bro. Bro, how? Yeah, I'm dead. There's no way. He double Imperialed me again. And that's how the cookie crumbled, boys. So yeah. He definitely did that. So usually what I do is I don't really worry about the targeting people and stuff. And I just kind of aim for second place, or if I get first, I get first. And some people, they get the monster summoner and they kind of build towards a boss, you know, like I'm gonna hoard all the Imperials and then send it to you at the end game, and just you're gonna die, right? So there it is. That's a real game. And you know, second place, you get points, and you get first place and you get points. And 9 times out of 10, the worst case scenario is you tying for second and you get no points. And you get no negatives. You never go down. So there it is. That is the build. That guy was running the double spell power with Void. He was running Mara and all of that. So, you know, we could try that. You know, we could try it. So see, like, that's cool where like there's a bunch of variations on it, right? So you can do the Void with double spell power, right? But then there's also a bunch of other RNG factors in there where it's like, oh, do you get the strats? Oh, do you get these kind of setups and things that allow you to do that, right? So, yeah, that is it. So hopefully that made sense. Hopefully the RMS, you kind of have a better understanding of RMS. You have a better fundamental of like the Mel. We didn't really do an Ian build, but Ian is very similar, but he's all about doing proccing and accuracy, special damage and things like that. And it's all about special damage and like one-shotting stuff and things like that. So it's definitely a different kind of play style, but like fundamentally it's the same how you build it and things like that. So hopefully it's been helpful. And I think that is it for pretty much the guide series content. Let me know in the comments below if there's something specific that you kind of want to have more help with, or if there was something unclear. I know I kind of rehashed a lot of topics multiple times, but it's kind of necessary to kind of like understand the fundamentals and things like that. So in the last part of the guide series, I'm going to top it off with a strat tier list. So like all the strats in the game, even the ones that we're taking out and being rotated out, I'm going to be ranking those as well, and kind of putting me in a tier list so you can kind of get a gist of what are the really good ones, right? And what are the ones that you should definitely avoid, or which are the ones that are kind of in the middle of the road. Sometimes you got to settle for a strat because you don't want to use a reroll, for example. You want to save the reroll or things like that. So just kind of putting them in a power ranking, so to speak, so you kind of have a better gist of what's good and what's not, or what's kind of middle of the road, or what have you, right? So yeah, look forward to that one. So, and as always, thumbs if you like this, subs if you loved it, and I'll see you next one, boys. Later.